Hey guys, welcome back to Chatting with Chuck. I'm Charlie Kirk, and today I'm here with Madison Rastocny. Madison is a junior comm major here at Bellarmine and the president of the club volleyball team. And the club volleyball team, if I'm correct, is gearing up to go to nationals in the next month or so, right?
We are.
Okay, so can you kind of tell me what it's like getting ready for that process, since you're kind of like in charge of it, I guess?
Yeah, so there's a lot of forms that we have to fill out to be eligible to go to nationals.
Mm-hmm.
We're really excited. We actually are down to 6 players now.
Oh, wow.
One girl was ineligible to go to nationals, so I told her that she should no longer be on the team, because if you're not going to come to nationals, then there's really no point of you playing on the team. And we're actually going to Dayton, Ohio to play in a tournament this coming weekend. So we are going to have 6 then too, but currently our 6th player has a fractured ankle.
Oh, no.
So she is going to have to just stay on the court, and we're going to have to play around her. But it's kind of, I guess you could say, culture for us to have only a few girls, because like for Bellarmine being a small university, that's just the way it's always been.
Mm-hmm. So this is your second or third year with the club?
Yes, I've been with the club since the spring of my freshman year.
Okay. So what kind of made you, did you grow up playing volleyball and that's why you wanted to come back into it, or what made you want to be with the club?
I did. So I actually played club my entire life for travel ball, and I also played for all my schools growing up. And it came around to time getting ready to get recruited to play in college, and I was kind of getting burnt out at that point, so I quit playing club my 17th year, which was my junior year in high school. And I kind of just got burnt out, and I was kind of tired of it. Knew I didn't want to play in college, so I just quit. And then I came around to college, and I found out my boyfriend was playing club at U of L, and he was like, "Oh, you should go play for the club team at Bellarmine," because I knew I kind of wanted to I was still playing in leagues outside of obviously school, and I knew I kind of still wanted to play. I just wasn't sure how. But when I found out there was a club team, I started going to practices, and yeah.
Well, good. So obviously you enjoyed playing volleyball your whole life, but what made you, or how did you kind of get stepped into that president's role?
So all the officers my sophomore year, they were all seniors, and they were graduating, or one of them was going to be in grad classes, and she didn't want to have that big of a role. So me and another junior had to step in and take the roles.
Well, cool. Do you still enjoy it? You still recommend it to people?
I do, yeah. I would definitely say come out and play club volleyball for sure. One, because we need numbers, and two, it's just like my second family, I'd say.
A lot of fun, good group of girls. Good. I guess, so you have a lot of friends there. Do you all have some funny stories of things that have happened, or any crazy?
Yeah, actually this is kind of funny. So my sophomore year, so last year we were on the way to UK for a ranking tournament, and I had my car in cruise control, and I was sitting crisscross applesauce, just driving,
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, no.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
That's pretty much all the story, but.
Okay. Just on your way having fun.
Yep.
Good. So you travel.
The car rides are the best part, I would say. The car rides on the way to tournaments.
And is that because you're traveling with girls, or?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
We usually try and take at least 2 cars, and then our coach has to drive a separate car.
So you do have a coach, though?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
She was the president my freshman year.
Oh, okay.
So she kind of came back in.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Keep people involved.
Yeah.
Good. So y'all seem to travel quite a bit. I mean, what period or how long is your season?
So we actually compete in the spring and the fall. In the fall, we just kind of get some scrimmages. We scrimmage U of L pretty often just because they're so close. But we also try and scrimmage WKU and EKU just so we can get touches on the ball. That's not scrimmaging ourselves in the gym at practice, which is better competition. But yeah, we do most of the competing, I would say, in the spring, because that's when nationals is. And we have to go to 2 ranking tournaments, or not 2 ranking tournaments, but 2 tournaments. One has to be ranking to qualify for nationals.
Okay, so so nationals are always in the spring, and you compete in fall and spring. Is like so I guess the spring is kind of like the heavier, more intense season, and fall is a little more laid back, or is it still pretty intense
I would say
both
so.
sides?
It's about the same. We try and like hit the ground running for both semesters, but I would say spring is more competitive and more important.
Okay, yeah. Do y'all? So, what's the furthest that you have seen the team travel, or you've traveled with them?
I would say last year nationals were in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay. Wow.
And we flew there. Yeah, so that was fun.
What was the team paying for that, or were the individual people having to pay their way?
So well, it's optional. So if you can pay for your own way, you'll pay you pay for your own way. But the team does a ton of fundraising to get us there, and we also are given money by the university.
Well, that's good. Good. So, what are some things that y'all do for fundraising?
So last year we did I forget what the restaurant's called, but we had like a night of at the restaurant, and like a bunch of family members came out, and like whoever ate dinner, if you showed them the flyer, we got 50% of the profit.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, and then another thing we do is like it's year round for like the Kroger Plus, like you know how you have like your Kroger Plus card or whatever. Once a month we get an allotted amount of money from that automatically put into our account.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Very cool. So have those been long-going things, or is that things that you helped set up?
Last year we did the restaurant thing, and then the Kroger thing is just an ongoing thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I guess, are those things that like really you and your vice president have to organize, or is it pretty team-wide and help come up with ideas and organize things?
I would say it's pretty much just me and the vice president. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
We do majority of
that's fair.
everything.
That's fair.
Our treasurer's a big help too, though. She does all the budgeting and.
It's an important part.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess, can you tell me a little bit like what it's like to be on the team, like how you really enjoyed it, and like what it's like balancing that with a school life as well?
Yeah, for sure. So it's actually not I would know. So freshman year it was really fun, right? Because I wasn't really like in charge, like it was just kind of having fun. But at the beginning of this year, I was actually struggling a lot because it was like when I was at practices, I was kind of the coach before we had the coach. So it was like hard to be a coach and a player at the same time.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit like challenging, but then once I found a coach who she's now currently like running all the practices, and she comes to all the games and the tournaments, and she'll be at nationals. So that's a really big help, and it took a lot off my plate because having to do like the stuff in the background and the stuff like at practices and stuff was a lot on my plate, but now that I have a coach, it's much better. So
good. Well, that's good. So what's it been like trying to? You said you're only at 6 players right now.
Yes.
So are you all trying to find more people, or is it?
So that's tricky. I wish we could find more people, but we can't have more people until the fall of 23, because once we like submit our roster for nationals, you can't submit it after I'm pretty sure tomorrow.
So people email you tonight, be like, "Hey, I want to come play."
Yeah, they're becoming more than welcome to come play. But yeah.
Yeah. So I guess in the fall, like, how would people want to? If people that wanted to, how would they come and join the club?
So they could either email me or they could just show up to one of our open gyms, and then we have tryouts. And we usually have tryouts in the fall and the spring if we have more players that come in the spring. But if not, they're just in the fall.
Yeah, and I guess there's also the club fair, though, and y'all are at that normally?
Yeah, we are at the fair, yeah.
Good. So I guess kind of starting to wrap up a little bit, is there any, like, things that you feel like are worth saying or worth coming in to talk about club volleyball? Any, like, experiences or lessons that you've learned from playing? Some way that it's, like, enriched your college experience?
I definitely think that taking over has definitely changed my college experience, making me become more of a leader, and putting myself in that role. And I would say if anybody ever gets the opportunity to do something like that, to totally take it.
Good.
Because it's great to put on a resume. Thinking like long-term wise. But yeah, it's really fun.
Good. Well, I appreciate you coming on. It's kind of covers all my questions, unless there's anything else you want to say. But
nope, come play club.
Go play club volleyball. Club fair is in the fall, or email Madison. We'll put her email down below.
Perfect.
And so, yeah, so thank you so much for coming on, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.